Tongshui Hao, and welcome, 欢迎 to our lesson 7 for grade year 7, and today we are looking at asking how people are. And so we're going to be even looking at this guy's phrase here, 你好吗? So we're looking at a few phrases that you guys already do know, plus a few that are going to be new for you as well. So first, let's look at some words you do know. So I'm going to put a few of these out here. We covered this last week. If you're looking very carefully, you can just see the writing on the other side of these bits of cardboard. So that might help you as well. So firstly, we have 我, which is I. Then we have 他, and this is also 他. So we have 他 for he and 他 for she. Another word we looked at last week was this one, 叫, which means called. So let me just take one of these away. Remember last week we looked at using 叫 to say what your name is. So if your name was Ma Ding, you could say 我叫 Ma Ding. I'm called Martin. In the same way, I think I'm going to need to swap for this one. We're going to need this ta, and you'll see why in a moment. Ta jiao, not ma ding. Ta jiao lili. Just turn that over. Ta jiao lili. She is called Lily. Here are two other words that we did last week. We've got shi and she. So ta shi she. So I'll just show you what they are. Shi means is or am. She, I haven't read that one, but that means who. So this is a question word. Ta shi she. So who is she? In the same way, you could say ta shi she, who is he? Or if you were a bit confused about yourself, you could say 我是谁, who am I? Now in previous lessons, we also looked at these two words as well. We've got 再见 and 您好. So 您好is, so the characters look like this. 您好is a polite version of 你好. So 你好, hello. 您好, that's hello to someone you're going to show a little bit more respect to, like your parents, your teachers, your grandparents, someone in authority. So 您好, 你好. And then we've got 再见, which in characters looks like this. 再见is another way of saying see you later. 再见. On to our words for the day. So, you guys already know this one. 你好, which we know is hello. Literally, you, good. 你好, you're good. 你好. Now, if we add this word, ma, to the end, we have changed a statement to a question. So, 你好, you good? 你好吗? Are you good? Or in English, we would say, how are you? 你好吗? In the same way, you can add ma to any statement and it will make it into a question. Let me show you. If we go back to that character, 叫, we have ta jiao, and we have ma ding. We have a statement. Ta jiao ma ding. So he is called Martin. Now if we add ma to the end of that, have a listen. Ta jiao, I'll put this onto the characters so that we can see it. You can see it in characters. Ta jiao ma ding ma. We have now turned that into a question. From his name is Martin, 他叫马丁, to is his name Martin, 他叫马丁吗? In the same way, we can say 我是 I am. 王老师 I am teacher Wang. 我是王老师. However, if we add ma at the end, now we've changed it. 我是 Wang Lao Shi Ma. Instead of I am teacher Wang is am I teacher Wang. So we've changed that statement into a question. So going back to ni hao ma, we're going to ask this question and then I'm going to give you a few possible answers. But first let's replace this ni hao ma with a smaller card, which you can still read. Here we go. Ni hao ma. Here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, in answering ni hao ma, how are you? You might be very good. So you might want to say 我很好. This is also a very Australian thing to do, that we often say that we're good even if we're not. So, 你好吗? 我很好. And after saying 我很好, I'm very good, you might even want to say this, 谢谢. Thank you. Let me turn that over. Thank you. 谢谢. So, 你好吗? 我很好,谢谢. Now, you may not be good, and if it's someone who you know pretty well, you would probably want to say something like this. 我不好. Just instead of 我很好, notice 我 I, 好 good. And what is 不? No or not. It's got a couple of different meanings depending on how you use it. 我不好. So, 你好吗? 我不好. But then you might be in a situation where you're not fantastic, you're not terrible, you're somewhere in the middle, so you're probably going to need something like this. 还可以, which means I'm okay, doing all right, just fine. 你好吗? 还可以. So let's put that into a conversation. If you can imagine two people here. 你好吗? 还可以, 谢谢. Now, I wanted to introduce a few more phrases that go along with this card here. Let's see, we have 你好吗? 我很好. We've done that one. This one's interesting. 你呢? 我也很好. So, let's have a look. 你好吗? You know, that's how are you. We can turn that over. 我很好. We know this one as well. That is, I'm very good. Now, this one, 你呢, is very interesting because this is something you can ask in return. So let's suppose we have two people asking a question. Just a second. Okay, I have two people here and they're going to have the beginnings of a conversation. So one will say, 你好吗? This person's going to say, 我很好. Oops, sorry, that's not quite in focus there. So, 你好吗? 我很好. Now, this guy can say something else. 你呢, which is what I was referring to before. 你呢 means, how about you? So this is like the second sentence this fellow can say. 你好吗? 我很好. 你呢? So, how are you? I'm very good. How about you? 你呢? And in that case, he can also answer, if he is very good, 我也很好. So it looks very similar to what's up here. 我很好, I'm very good. 我也 means also. I'm also very good. 我也很好. I'll just turn that over so you can see the English as well. I'm also very good. Okay, we're going to play a game where I'm going to put out these phrases in English and I would like you to work out how would you say these in Chinese. Some of them are going to be easier than others, of course, because you're becoming very familiar with them. So, hello is 你好. How are you? We're just looking at that. It is 你好吗? I'm very good. 我很好. 我很好. How about you? 你呢? 你呢? Notice that 你呢 has that word for you in it. For 你, which means you. 你呢? I'm also very good. 我也很好. And see you later. 再见. How did you go? Now let's take a look at some of those other terms that we just looked at today. So, 还可以. Do you remember this one? It is, I'm okay. 谢谢. Thank you. 3 more sentences. Can you remember what this says? 我叫 Lily. That's right. It is I am called Lily. Okay. Now, let's just change that a little bit. 我是王老师. 我是王老师. That's right. I am teacher Wang. Now, what is it if I do this? 我是王老师吗? We've just changed it. 我是王老师吗? That's right, we've turned this into a question mark. Am I teacher Wang? That's everything for this session. Year 7's, what I would like you to do is go to the quiz that's next to this video clip and complete that as well. Thank you very much, everyone. 再见 and have a great week. 再见.